back to Baby Led Weaning. It's week 10, day 1. So we are working with our fruits and we have coconut for today. We're going to mix this up just a little bit differently because coconut tends to be a little more dry, and for babies that can be a choking hazard. So we're going to use actual coconut milk and we're going to make pina coladas. Now you may think this is a bit different scenery. We actually have come home for a couple weeks and have decided to stay with Cody's mom and dad, and so I'm going to be cooking in her kitchen today, and things are going to be just a little bit different, but keep tight. Okay, we're going to start with a large cup. We're going to split this between the family, so this isn't just going to be feeding your little one. We're going to do about a cup of the coconut milk. And we'll do half a cup of pineapple. I just got frozen. And to make it a little bit sweeter, we're gonna add a banana. This one is a pretty small one, so we'll just add the whole thing in. If you want your smoothie thinner, we can just add a little bit of whole milk to it. All right, we'll put the lid on and blend.
Yep, good to go.
All right. Can you cover his ears or move them? Okay, now we're gonna look and see, make sure that there's no chunks in here because we definitely don't want him to swallow big chunks thinking that this is a nice soft puree. But if it comes down to it, you can always scoop some from the top, and then we're just going to serve this to him out of an open cup. All right, now we just have to go get Noah.
That's two different motors.
All right.
All right, man. The pina colada. Oh boy.
All right. I think we like it. Is it a 2 thumbs up?
Oh, don't stick your finger in there.
He's like, okay. Right, I think we are a big fan of coconut. We're gonna work on our next food, which is gonna be green beans.
Okay, you're good.
All right, this is day 2 of week 10, and we're working on our vegetables. This one is going to be super simple. You can make it as difficult as you want, but I'm going to keep it very simple today by just doing the can of cut green beans. Now, these do have sodium in them, even though this has no salt added. We're just going to rinse them off to get any of the preservatives off, and then serve them to him right out of the plate. Let's get it started. You can.
No, keep on.
Damn, I want to get your mom this up. Alright, we got our green beans served on the plate. They're perfect size for the perfect little pinky pieces so he can grab them and bring them to his mouth. Here we go, Noah. What you think? Are we a fan? There you go. Chew it up. Yummy. Are we all done? Now I have started to introduce a little bit of water. I certainly still do milk, but we are doing a little bit of water, which he is tolerating very, very well. Is that good? Yeah. We are working on Wednesday's food, and it's starchy food day. We're going to work with barley, and we're going to make a sort of soup for today. So just follow along. Okay, so we're going to get a large saucepan, turn it on medium heat. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of butter to the pan and let that melt. Next we're going to add 1 finely chopped shallot. And about 2 teaspoons of cumin. And we're just going to stir this around for about a minute or 2. And let the seasonings bloom. Next we'll add about 2 tablespoons of avocado oil. And stir that in. Okay, we're going to add 2.5 cups of vegetable broth, low sodium or no sodium added. And then about 4 cubed up sweet potatoes. These have already been softened up just a little bit in the microwave. Now we're going to let these cook until they're really nice and soft. can see that our sweet potato is starting to break down. We're going to go ahead and mash these down just a little bit more so it makes a creamier soup. And once these have been mashed, we'll go ahead and add our barley in. Okay, now that this has been mixed up, it is a little thick, so we're going to add about another half cup to a cup of broth. Okay, looks like a good consistency. We're now going to add in our half a cup of curled barley. And we do this because it's quicker to cook down. And you'll cook this for at least 10 minutes or until nice and soft consistency. Okay, last thing we're going to do is add about a half a cup or a little bit more, depending on what you want, to the pan of coconut milk. This just gives it a little bit of extra creaminess, and since our coconut milk was this week, we thought it would be a nice little touch to add. This meal that we're working on is our protein day, and we are going to be doing lentils. So just follow along, we're going to be making some patties. Alright, so first we're going to rinse off our red lentils, and we will add either water or vegetable broth to the pan, about 1 cup. I'm going to add 3/4 of a cup of lentils. Okay, we're going to turn this on and let it simmer for about 15 minutes. Okay, next we're going to get our veggies out. We have half of a red bell pepper, and we're going to chop this up. Then we're going to add 1 whole carrot. Then we're going to add half an onion. Next we're going to add a couple tablespoons of avocado oil to a pan. Put on medium-high heat. And let the oil heat up before adding our veggies. Next we're gonna add our veggies to our pan, and we're gonna cook these until the onions are translucent. We're also going to add about a tablespoon of minced garlic. Be sure to stir constantly so that your onions and garlic do not burn. Okay, we're going to add our red lentils into our mixture here. Stir that in. We're going to add about a quarter of a teaspoon of paprika and a quarter of a teaspoon of ground cumin. We're going to cut this off and let this cool down so we can add back to our chopper and mix a little bit more. Okay, next we're going to add our mixture to the chopper and process all of it each and then bring it to a bowl. We're just going to add this to our bowl. Now we're going to add about a quarter cup or more, depending on our mixture, of plain panko breadcrumbs. We're going to need a couple more tablespoons. Alright. Now we're going to form these into patties. Okay, I'm going to add a couple tablespoons of avocado oil and turn on medium-high heat. I'm going to add our patties to our pan. And then we're just going to cook until they're nice and golden brown on each side. Okay, our last and final food for the week, our allergenic food, shrimp. I am so excited to try shrimp. It is one of my favorite foods. Being from the Mississippi Gulf Coast, we are so used to flavor and seafood, and I am just so excited for Noah to try this. So follow along, we're gonna make it with a little bit of a different kind of twist. So the first thing we are gonna do is add our red bell peppers. To the chopper. We're just going to do half of our red bell pepper. It's a pretty large pepper. Next, we're going to add the other half of our onion. Next, I'm adding in our shrimp. Just want to make sure that you don't have all the juice poured in there, so put them in separately. I have about a pound that we're going to mince up. Also, check to make sure that all of the peeling is off of your shrimp before placing in the food processor. You don't want your baby to choke on any of that peel. Okay, now that we have all these mixed up, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of cilantro, about a teaspoon of, a quarter of a teaspoon of chili powder, a quarter of a teaspoon of smoked paprika, and a fresh squeeze of lemon. Okay, we can mix all this up. Yep, 1 egg. About a half a cup of panko. We may need to add a little bit more depending on how thick our mixture is. So you want to add in just enough panko to make it to where, you know, it's not slopping through your fingers, enough to make a patty into your hand. And if you want, you can add all around your patty with panko. Just make sure that it's not too much to where it's falling off and crispy whenever you feed it to your baby. But for the rest of the family, you can add extra panko. Perfect, these are ready to make patties and air fry. Okay, so we have our barley with sweet potato. Alright, last bite. You got it. Is the last bite just for fun? I think you got it, man. Oh. Okay, last bite now.
Hey.
That was a good last bite, man. No more.
I'm sure I've had it for you.
Please comb your hair. Here's the camera. And don't waste this milk, please. Well, come finish it before you brush your teeth.
Alright. Alright, Noah. We're gonna try our red lentil fritters. This is how I ended up making it. There we go. Alright, there you go. Use both hands. Use both hands. should have made it with a little egg. It probably would have stuck a little bit better together. Maybe we should have added an egg. It would have stuck together a little better. But hey, trial and error. That's what these videos are for. Awesome. Well, I think you like some. So we're going to end this portion of our video here. And next we're going to serve his allergenic food for tomorrow. Alright guys, today is day 5 of our baby led weaning experience. So we are doing our allergenic food. I'm a little bit nervous because it is shrimp, and there is, bless you, a known allergy in my family with shrimp, so I'm gonna have to really pay attention to him on this one. But we did the shrimp burgers, and I did cut these up just because they were a little bit thicker. The shrimp does not shrink, but these are them. They turned out great though. Okay, and then yes, we have prepared them in our pinky sized pieces. Bon appetit, sir. I am serving these with green beans, but he most likely is not going to even pick up the green beans. He has not been eating them. He might play with them, but all right, let's see, man. Okay, well, it at least has gotten to your mouth and you don't seem to be shying away from it, so I think you like it. Alright, man. Alright, this is the end of our shrimp burgers, our allergenic food. We did good so far. We're gonna watch them for another 2 hours, but I'm thinking everything's gonna be okay. At least for the first 10 minutes, he's had no reaction, but we're gonna go ahead and end this clip here. I thank you guys so much for watching our videos. Please support us by clicking that like and subscribe button, and I can't wait for our next videos. Okay, bye! Thank you so much for watching our baby led weaning videos. We really do hope you're enjoying them, and if you are interested in following along, I would suggest just starting from the first video. If you want to know whenever we put out more videos, go ahead and click the subscribe button, and that way you get notified of whenever there's new ones coming out. Thank you so much. Say bye. Bye.